I can show you whatever you learn, you can learn better. Right, so you're learning right now, but you can learn better. Okay, that's great. Second, right, now how, instead of you spending more time to go through courses and so on, you can just compress that and save a lot of time so that you can have more time to take action and enjoy your life. And thirdly, right, how whatever that you're learning, you uncover more things that you weren't think of, right? Because whatever that you're learning, there's another level of learning that you're not aware of. Okay? So here's how you use AI to help you achieve this. Okay, this horse has to go for now. Okay, so what you do is you go for NotebookLM. And I want to show you the effective way of using NotebookLM. I will click here. Now, I've been using Notebook for a while here right now. So there's some history. I've deleted some of the old history so that nothing private is shown. All right. So you can see here the dashboard for NotebookLM. So what is NotebookLM? NotebookLM is an AI platform that's created by Google. So here's what you can do. You can add any books that you have learned, any courses that you have gone through, any videos and so on. You can put inside NotebookLM and it will help you to study the content effectively. So how it helps you to achieve that? Okay, the first part is this. Let's say I add my book called The International Player. So this is the book that I wrote in 2012. And then we have the second edition in 2021. And I'm not doing it anymore. I'm done. I'm writing a new book. So this is the summary of the book. But you see a column here. It gives you all of this to help you study the content. So instead of you reading the book again, or you don't even want to read the book, you can just click this button here. So let's say if I click audio overview, now it will generate the audio version of the book, not the entire book, but an overview. Okay, now I want to create reports. Click here. What kind of reports I want to create? Let's say I want to have this part here. You can see that the details that are planned outlining an international online business based on selling information. All of these are extracted from the book's content. So it's not just creating a strategic plan. It's creating a strategic plan based on the book right now. So just for fun or for demonstration purpose, I'll click this. And now it's also generating. You see how cool is that? And I can close this. Thank you for that. So we can close this and it generates all this content for us. So now, first part here, we can learn better because when we read a book, there's just so much content. And now we can just say, hey, just give me the key points. Summary for that. Second, you can even skip learning. Like some seminars are full of fluffy theories, not referring to any specifically, but just let's say there's one, right? It gives you all this concept and all this kind of stuff, right? And you don't have time to watch through 3 days of seminar. You take that, you put inside here, and then you just say, hey, what is this all about? Can you summarize for me? So you don't even need to waste 3 days and then compress to just learning 3 hours, right? But the best part is to uncover insights that are not transparent to you, or maybe certain information that you're looking for that is not clear. Now, what do I mean by that? Okay, first is how to find information in the content. Example. You can see this example here. Okay, these are all the questions that NotebookLM will suggest in order for you to learn better. But then I ask this question, are there any recommended resources or tools mentioned in the book that do not belong to Patric Chan. So instead of me going through the books to find what are all the recommendations, I can now get all of the recommendations right away. Is that useful or what? Imagine you read a book, right? And the book has so much content and so on, and you can't even remember which recommendation that the book recommends, like which website builder it uses and all those kind of stuff. You can just extract all the information from that. And then it has all the numbering, so it tells you where the details are mentioned in the book. So for instance, right? Like Microsoft front page. Who used Microsoft front page? Right? So that is like 20 years ago. But why would Patric recommend in year 2021 when we wrote the second edition? So you can just click here and see why it was mentioned. It was mentioned because I was sharing how I got started, and Microsoft Front Page was the software that I used to create my web pages that time, right? Now, this is still creating. It's finishing soon. Okay, let's click here and let's see. Strategic plan, a founder's blueprint for global information product success. So now I could just go through this to summarize the entire book. Right? So you can do that for video courses, books, and so on. And if you want to have the audio version, let's click on the studio here. It's still generating. Now, here's another way of how you use NotebookLM to uncover insights information that you cannot decode yourself. Okay, ready for this? Okay, so I can just go over here, assuming that I'm not Patric, and I like how Patric writes book, then I could say, can you summarize? Can you summarize the writing style of the book because I want to copy his style of writing? Do you understand where I'm coming from? How effective this is? Because now, if I find something that I like, I can reverse engineer effectively. And this is dangerous. You get that? Right. So now I break this all down. This is crazy. Some of you are smiling and laughing because you get this, right? Again, everybody is different stage. Some of you get this. This is, my gosh, my entire 2 days, I haven't even started yet. And this already pays off my entire day. Because I can just take all of this, the writing style. And then when I write my book, I can just throw it to ChatGPT and says, this is the writing style that I want. Now you'll be able to emulate any winning system, strategy, content that you are seeing. So now it breaks down everything. So let's see what it says. Conversational tone and direct address, informational, informal language, everything is here. So now let's see the audio here. Let's see.
Welcome back to the deep dive. We are pulling up a chair and handing you the distilled wisdom from some of the most successful international experts in the world of online business.
That's right.
And today's mission is a big one. We're going to unpack the strategies and maybe more importantly, the mindset you need to transform your current knowledge into an automated international information product empire.
Exactly. We're moving way beyond just being, a local expert selling a few things online.
Right.
We're diving into what it really takes to build a strategic, scalable structure, a true business foundation that positions you as an international player and, allows your business to generate revenue 24/7.
Across time zones, without you having to be there all the time.
That's the key, without relying solely on your active time.
It sounds like a dream, right?
So I'm pausing this right now. It will be more entertaining to listen 17 minutes on two persons conversing to summarize the book than reading a thick book for 3 days. You see what I mean? So if you use NotebookLM, do you see that it can shortcut so much of your learning curve? You can just listen through, and after you listen through, you can still use that, and then on a particular point that you're unsure of, then you just ask, hey, why did he say this, and that? Can you please elaborate that? And then the engine continues on that. Now imagine that you attend here, you have experiential learning, and from our experience, people will learn about 20% or so on from experiential learning. If you take down notes, of course, you will absorb more knowledge and so on, right? But when you go back, 80% of the information is all gone. But let's say you have this recording, for instance, and then you go back and then you plug inside NotebookLM. Now, you don't have content. You have now created a thinking asset. How crazy is that? You have a thinking asset because when you go through back your notes, right, of what you experienced learning, and you're not too sure, you just go back and ask NotebookLM, hey, remember that time when Patric talks about that? What does he mean? He talks about affiliate marketing. What's affiliate marketing? And then everything connects. So once you start building your own thinking assets, you reach a level of mastery very, very fast. And you don't have to watch the videos all over again, go through courses, and so on.